Hello learners, welcome to lecture 5 of week 2nd, in which we are going to delve into the practical problems related to the different material control techniques. To start with, we are given a question in which we have to calculate the EOQ, which is known as to be the economic order quantity, and in this question we are provided with the information that the annual consumption of the material X is 50,000. Annual consumption which we usually denote with Q is equal to 50,000 units. Ordering cost per order is rupees 250. Ordering cost given in the question is rupees 250 per order. And the third information provided is carrying cost 5 rupees per year. Carrying cost is rupees 5. So, when we are computing EOQ, we use the formula 2CQ upon I. Here the C is my carrying cost as I, which we denote, and the ordering cost is there. So, we use the formula 2 into the annual consumption of 50,000 unit with the cost of ordering, which is 250, to be divided by the carrying cost rupees 5, which comes to 50 lakh, and when we calculate the square root of the same, we will reach the figure of 2236.07 units, which we can put approximately equal to 2236 units. You can put anything in it, but you can make the abbreviations use, up to you. You can put the annual consumption equal to C, you can put the ordering cost as O, you can put the carrying cost as I, it is up to you, but the formula is same, that we have to use the annual consumption to be multiplied by the ordering cost, the whole is to be divided by the carrying cost, and then we compute the under root of the same. Moving to next question, again we have a demand of 30,000 units, cost of placing an order is 120 and carrying cost is rupees 6. So, in this question again, when we are calculating the EOQ, we are having 2 into the annual consumption in this question is given 30,000 units and the ordering cost is rupees 120 per order to be divided by the carrying cost of rupees 6 per unit. Then we calculate using the formula, we reach the figure of 12 lakh, right. When we find out the under root of the same, we got 1095 units approximately as our EOQ, economic order quantity. As in the last lecture also, I have given you one question for practice. Similarly, this question is there for you to practice yourself, in which I am providing you with the information of annual demand, purchase price, ordering cost, but there is given a carrying cost which is just 10% of the inventory value. So, to help you guys out, I am helping you to calculate just the carrying cost. The rest of the part of the question you have to solve it yourself. So, when you have to calculate the carrying cost, just take 10% of 50 per unit multiplied by 36,000 unit, that will be the total, or if you just calculate the 10% of the 50 rupees per unit, that rupees 5 is equal to your carrying cost. That is just a hint for your question. Moving to the next element of the cost, which is again very important element, that is the labor. Now we are here to calculate the labor turnover rate as given in the question number 4. The information is being provided that at the beginning of the year we have 800 workers working in a factory. At the end of the year, the total workers working in the factory is 1000. Number of workers who left during the year is 120. So, you are required to calculate the labor turnover using the separation method. So, first we write down the method labor turnover rate which is equal to number of employees separated to be divided by the average employees in an organization multiplied by 100. So, in this question first we calculate average employees which is equal to, we have 800 employees in the beginning and 1000 at the end. So, we add 800 and 1000. To find out the average, we divide it with 2. So, we reach the figure of 1800 by 2 is 900. This is my average employees. Now, the number of separations as per the question is the workers who left the organization, that is 120. Now, we calculate the labor turnover which would be the number of separations divided by average employees multiplied by 100, which is 13.33%. This percentage denotes the number of employees who left the organization during the year is 13.33%. This is the first method. And the next question, we are going to apply another method of calculating labor turnover using the replacement method. In the replacement method, the labor turnover is computed using the formula. Now, we use the word number of replacements during the year again divided by the average employees to be multiplied by the 100. In the same fashion as we calculated in the last question, we have the number of workers in the beginning 600, at the end we have 700. So, what we will do here is the average employees in a factory is 600 plus 700 divided by 2 is equal to 1300 divided by 2 comes to 650, and my labor turnover would be, the replacements during the year is 80 divided by 650 into 100, it comes to 12.31%. This is the number of employees who left the organization, who are replaced actually in the organization, which is equal to 12.31%. This is a question in which we are using the three methods: separation as well as the replacement and the flux method. When the employees are given, first we compute the average employees as we need it as a base. So, we calculate average employees in an organization in which we have 900 at the beginning employees, employees at the end is 1100. So, the total comes to 2000 divided by 2. So, my average employees are 1000 over here. So, using that first method, that is a separation method. So, my turnover would be number of separations in the question is given 150. So, it would be 150 divided by 1000 into 100 comes to 15% as per separation method. The second method is replacement method. Mean the formula we are going to apply is number of replacements during the year divided by average employees into 100. As you can see in the question that the replacements during the year is 120. So, the average is we have already computed 1000 into 100, it comes to 12%. So, now the third method of calculating labor turnover is flux method. Using this method, the formula for calculating the labor turnover is number of separations plus number of replacements divided by average employees into 100. As given in the question, the separations were 150 and the replacements were 120, average is 1000. So, we got 270 as a total divided by 1000 multiplied by 100. So, as per the flux method, our labor turnover is going to be 27%. If you can easily make it out that the flux method is nothing but the total of the separation and the replacement method. As we have already computed 15% labor turnover as per the separation method and 12% as per the replacement method. When we add the separation and the replacement, we got the total answer of flux method, which is going to be 27% in this very question. So, in the last question again we have all the three methods to be used for the question, that we have a number of employees in the beginning, number of employees at the end, in out of which 300 employees left, which is known as to be the separation, and 250 employees were replaced during the year. You are required to calculate the labor turnover rates using all the three methods. First is the separation, then the replacement, and the last one is the flux method. If I use the separation method, I will go with the first I compute average employees in this question, which is equal to, as per the question given, we are having the employees in the beginning 2000 in the beginning, then we have 2200 employees to be divided by 2, it comes to 4200 divided by 2 amounting to 2100. So, when we apply the separation method, my labor turnover will be the number of separations as given in the question is 300 divided by 2100 multiplied by 100, which comes to 14.25%. 0.29% approximately. If I use the replacement method, in which the formula of calculating labor turnover is number of replacements during the year, that is 250, again divided by the average employees, which we already computed 2100. So, I will reach the figure of 11.90%. Then the third method is the flux method, in which we use the number of separations, which is 300, plus the number of replacements during the year, which is 250, to be divided by the average employees, which is 2100, and our labor turnover rate would be 550 divided by 2100 into 100, which comes to 26.19%, which is also the total of separation method plus replacement method. This is just for your verification. That's all from my side. I think now you will be able to calculate the labor turnover rate using the three different methods, as well as you can also be able to calculate the EOQ while computing the different things and considering the different questions given in the different books. Thank you so much for your concentration. Thank you. Thanks a lot.